me. There's no real reason to tell a man you have children unless you plan on a long-term relationship with him in the future. And he's already in love with you. He won't care. Okay? When you need to tell him, oh, I'm worried about people, predators. I don't tell people I have kids because there's so many predators out there. I have to be careful and protect myself and my children. I trust you now, so I told you now. That's all you got to say.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. And this episode, I hate to be bagging on bitches. This shit is getting old. At this rate, people gonna think I'm a misogynistic. I'm not a misogynist. I am a male chauvinist. So do with that as you will. This episode, this woman says in the previous video, she says that don't tell a man that you got a kid until he starts liking you. Then you can spring it up on a man. This line of thinking is flawed for many reasons, but I'll dial them down to just a couple. It's fucked up and it's flawed because a nigga like myself, while I'm talking to you, before we even get intimate, I'm gonna ask if you got kids. If you lie and say you don't have kids, when we start getting involved, later on find out that you got kids, I'm gonna peg you as a motherfucking liar. Second reason this is fucking flawed, because any person that lies about not having kids is a fucking scumbag in my opinion. Shows a lack of ethics, principles, and morals. Third, why you lying? Right? That's the question. The fuck is you lying for? If you got kids, just say that. If a nigga's gonna deal with you, he's gonna deal with you. Don't hope for a nigga to fall in love with you and then spring kids up on him. Plus, on top of all that, if I come to your house, how do you hide kids? Now, a lot of people is gonna say, and even this woman will probably say, well, she won't have you come over because she'll hit you with the, I don't like having a lot of guys come through my house, and for what? Right there, she's already let the cat out the bag that she got kids. So the bitch is a liar, and if you find this is a red flag, leave this bitch alone. Because if you're a liar, I don't need no other unscrupulous attributes and traits that you may have around me or my motherfucking possible future kids. And then we got this woman.
I just want to know, do I look inappropriate for work? My dress code is a polo and dress pants or jeans, no rips. I'm dressed appropriately. However, I was called into the office because I don't have the right body shape. I cannot help my body shape. I got a verbal because of my body shape, and I was told I need to wear bigger clothes. I don't appreciate being body shamed. I'm being body shamed. They don't know what I went through in my life and the trauma that I went through to have to deal with being body shamed at work. All I want to do is work.
And I'm not being dramatic, but you pulled me away from doing my job to tell me that I have the wrong type of body to wear the clothes that I'm wearing. I have on regular dress pants. And your excuse was the men in the tire shop and the boys keep stopping and looking at me. That's not my fault. You don't know the type of hell I had to go through my whole life just for how I look. You don't know what type of mental trauma I might have from having to be misunderstood, for me to come to work to have to hear, oh, you have the wrong body shape, to wear the right clothes though, because I'm in dress code.
She was working at Costco's and she's dressed appropriately. Now, from the video, I can already say she's not dressed appropriately. While she does have a nice body, bitch is trying to do the deflection tactic that people were body shaming her. I noticed women become very good at this shit with this stupid body shaming shit. All right, if they fat and you speak out against it, they body shaming. If they look good and you say that they were dressing appropriate, they say you body shaming. Basically, it's a deflection tactic so that you don't address or scrutinize their behaviors, maybe i.e. eating habits or dress lewd and lasciviously. Now, the shirt was cool. Even though the shirt was real tight, bitch looked like she had Wonder Woman titties. But the pants was, I can already tell, it was inappropriate for a few reasons, but I dole it down to a couple. One, they look like they was made out of cotton. They got a little tassel and shit. I've been to Costco's. It's on the West Coast. I don't know if it's on the East Coast or the Midwest, but at Costco's, they wear khakis. So bitch, right there, you out of dress code. And then on top of all that, they skin tight. Yes, they are too fucking tight. Your ass is too fucking fat and juicy for you to be looking like somebody spray painted your pants on. The CEO of Costco needs to institute a dress code that's very strict and rigid, because we don't want to see your ass when you come to work. Now, don't get me wrong, I want to see that ass, and it look pretty juicy and fat. However, these bitches are notorious for saying that somebody is sexually harassing them, or they feel sexually harassed, but they dress to garner the attention. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can either be dressed provocative and people make mention of it, or you can dress fucking normal and people shut the fuck up. Because I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of like them kicking shit to us like, oh, I feel sexually harassed, but you got your whole ass poking the fuck out, and you got skin tight pants on, and on top of it, that shit's made out the wrong material. Bitch, get some black khakis, some tan khakis. Hell, some blue jeans would have been suffice. Bitches wearing fucking, I don't even know what that was. It's that stretchy ass shit. No, that shit is inappropriate. Because we don't need niggas lusting. We need niggas stocking shelves, taking shit down the aisles, motherfuckers cashiering. We don't need kids looking at your big juicy ass. In any event, it's been my motherfucking ideal thoughts and opinions. I know YouTube is probably not gonna let this get a lot of likes, so I'm gonna say it in advance. Fuck you, YouTube. I don't know what the fuck it is. The most oddest videos be hitting 1,000. In any event, though, if you like this episode, subscribe down at the bottom, turn the notifications on, and as always, share on all social media platforms, and I'm out.